What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and I want to talk about this whole entire thing I've heard people say time and time again about modern gaming sucks. You know, I hear it over and over again. Oh my god, I am sorry about that flashbang, by the way. Jesus Christ. But there's been this common theory, or a common saying I should just say in general, regarding modern gaming and how there's not good games anymore. You know, it's like every game you play sucks. You know, it's like they're only releasing live service schlop over and over and over again. And, you know, it's something where I understand the concerns. I can get why people say modern gaming sucks because, you know, back when they first started gaming or whatever, it wasn't like it is today. But at the same time, I don't think modern gaming is bad. I just think that it all relies on the choices you make and the games you yourself decide to play. Because if we look at modern gaming, including actual remasters of games or whatever, right? I understand some people not really liking remasters, but you look at the games and you think about everything that's actually come out, even in like 2023, 2024, we have some pretty good games. Like Persona 3 Reload, sure, it's a remake of a game that's already existed being Persona 3, but it still is very fun. You have Tekken 8, which I plan to make a video on separately regarding their character customization. If you're into fighting games, you'll probably love that game. You have a lot of ways to also be creative and unique to yourself. If you're someone like me who likes the Yakuza franchise, you have stuff like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which is a brand new game, super fun to play. You have games like Pal World, if you're someone who likes the Ark open world survival type of experience. There's a lot of different things out there that are modern games that are really, really good. If you like a single player story experience, you have stuff like Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2, amazing game from what I've heard. I haven't personally played it yet because, you know, I haven't gotten around to it. I have a lot of single player games I'm trying to play at once, but at the same time, I've heard other people play it and I've only heard good things about it. The only bad news I've heard about Alan Wake 2 is that apparently it didn't sell too well on Steam, or it didn't sell too well on PC because it was only on the Epic Games Store and wasn't available on other platforms like Steam. So it just kind of makes sense why there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of controversies or whatever else for certain games, especially with the land of exclusives non-stop for every single game. But at the exact same time, I think that gaming in itself isn't bad. People just focus too much on games they dislike, and that makes them not enjoy gaming because they don't want to go ahead and purchase or play some of those other games that are available for them, the modern games that are releasing, that are pretty fun, right? So you end up in this mind space of the games I'm playing I don't enjoy, and the games out there that, you know, I might enjoy or whatever else I've thought about playing or whatever, I don't download. I don't care to play those, right? And that's something that I have kind of been in the habit of before, I won't lie, but I've started more and more to play those type of games, right? I mean, even if we talk about 2023 games alone, you have bangers like Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 isn't a game that everyone is going to enjoy. It's a very unique niche. I'm someone who has always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I've never done Dungeons and Dragons type of stuff ever in my life, right? I got invited like one time back in high school, and you know, they wanted to meet at McDonald's or something, and I was just going straight home anyways, so I didn't really ever end up playing with them. And when I ended up playing Baldur's Gate 3, I didn't think I was going to actually enjoy it at first, but as I continued to play it, as I continue to enjoy it, I was like, dang, there's a lot of choices here. This game is very, very well polished, and it even made other companies get mad at the dev team because they're like, there's too much going on for free, right? It's too good of an experience. And if that is a controversy with a video game where it's too good and it's a modern game released not even a year ago, that is proof that gaming isn't dead. Modern gaming doesn't suck. It really just depends on the games you play. And if we really think about it, if you compare gaming nowadays to how it was years ago, like even 10 years ago or something, there's so much more variety. Indie gaming has gotten a huge boom since then. You know, there's so many more games coming out there. You have your average games like Call of Duty releasing every year and everything, but in terms of all the actual opportunities available to you for what you want to play, there's like endless possibilities. You can go on Steam, right? You can go into the new releases category, and assuming that you hid the adult stuff, you know, in your settings so that you don't see the weird little anime themed adult games that they've got on there, you'll find some pretty interesting games. I mean, there was this one game I saw that wasn't really even a game, but it was called like Townscaper or something, where all you do is kind of play God, where you can just build land, you can build little town houses and stuff, and it was made just to be a relaxing experience. And even though that isn't a game and it's more of just like, you know, a nice little way of calming down or whatever, I still bought it and I still had fun with it because it was just something to keep my mind off of things, right? It was just something to do in my free time and to experience something new. And that's truly how it is, regardless of if it's a mobile game, regardless of if it's a PC game, an Xbox game, PlayStation game, whatever. I don't think that modern gaming is inherently bad. I think that it's literally just, being unable to find those games that you want to play and enjoy, and more of just sitting there and having this issue of thinking about modern gaming as the stinkers that you don't like, the games that you don't enjoy, instead of backing up a little bit and giving it a bigger glimpse. And I've heard people say, oh, if you want to enjoy gaming, just play old games. Go play like Sega games or whatever else. There are tons of cool games back there, right? I don't blame anyone for playing those. I recently bought like the old Deus Ex games. I recently bought Vampire the Bloodlines Masquerade or something like that. I forget the exact name, but I bought a lot of games that were old ones, ones that would quote unquote be games that, you wouldn't really see anyone playing anymore. They got dated graphics, all that type of stuff. But despite that, I bought them because I do want to play them. And I'm not saying don't play old games, right? That's obviously not the point here. But what I'm saying is go out of your, expand your horizons, right? If you think modern gaming sucks, don't think the only solution is to play non-modern games. Don't think the only solution is to be here and play Portal 1 or Portal 2 like you're seeing right now. Think about it as a thing where it's just like, maybe I should try out some new experiences. Maybe I should look for a different type of game. If you're someone who's into multiplayer games, maybe get a friend who's willing to drop 10, 20 bucks on a game you haven't played before. I mean, me and W1Q Animations, someone you guys have probably heard me talk about before as like a friend and stuff on this channel, we played Hell Let Loose the other day, and we played it a few times now. That was so much fun. Hell Let Loose is more of a newer game, of course. I think it's actually released a while ago, but in modern sense, it's something that I hadn't really ever played before, right? I haven't actually ever experienced it, even though I had seen clips and memes about it before. So being able to actually play that after, thinking about, oh, gaming sucks, blah, 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 made me realize that it's not really about what era of a game you're playing. Every era has games that just suck. Every era has terrible games and good games. It really just kind of depends on being able to figure out what games you want to play and to find the games that you're going to thoroughly enjoy, instead of sitting in a situation where you just kind of think, oh, everything sucks, there's no good game out there. And of course, there could be people who are just kind of burnt out on gaming. There's chances that maybe you just shouldn't play a game right now. I have one friend who goes through phases. He'll have a phase where he's playing gaming all the time. He'll play a different game every single day. Maybe he'll play the one game over and over until he 100% it, gets every single achievement in it, then he moves on to the next game. And then he has an anime phase where he's not really playing games, but he's mainly just watching anime. And I don't know why Portal 2 just crashed, but that's amazing. But like I was saying before the crash actually happened, maybe it's better to not always play gaming. Maybe you're just burnt out in general, and maybe, I don't know why I keep saying play gaming, like gaming is the term that should be used here. But maybe it's something where instead what you've really just kind of got to do is give yourself a break from thinking that the only escape from whatever it is, or the only break you can get from other things, is by playing video games, is by going ahead and finding new experiences, because there's a chance that you're just not having a good time with it, right? There's a chance that you just need to let your brain have a moment to refresh by doing and consuming other media, whether it's just going for walks outside, whether it's, watching TikToks till your brain goes numb. I wouldn't recommend that one, but you can do whatever you want. Or watching anime, watching a TV show, watching a few movies. Maybe that could be the break you need. Maybe that could be the way to refresh your mind in the best way possible, so that you're able to go ahead and not only just experience new genres or games, whatever else, but also experience old games and still enjoy them, right? And still sit there and have the reason you want to have for playing those games, right? Not having to worry about, oh, I don't enjoy this or whatever else, right? So let this be a little bit of a reminder, a little bit of a ramble saying modern gaming doesn't suck. Maybe just your opinions on how to pick a game. Maybe just your way of deciding what you do and don't want to play. Maybe that's the true thing that sucks, right? And I'm not trying to diss anyone. If you're someone who plays modern games, you play Fortnite 24/7, you don't play a single other game, I'm not mad at you. You can enjoy that all you want. And you're still allowed to complain about gaming all you want. But I do genuinely think there's a lot of good experiences out there that people just don't give themselves the opportunity to actually see and have fun with. And I just think that, in general, maybe there should be some changes to how people go about their life, because after I started playing a lot of older games, after I started playing even newer games that were just single player or whatever else, I found myself enjoying what I do a whole lot more. And I think that's what really matters, is just being able to play games, but also enjoying the type of games you're out there playing, enjoying the experiences you have available to you, instead of just sitting there and just thinking, oh, gaming as a whole sucks because I'm not having fun, because obviously there's more to it than just not having fun. With that said, however, this has been my little bit of a ramble about modern gaming and how I personally don't think it sucks. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing for the content I create, and I'll catch you guys next time with another upload. Peace out.